Since WaveParse itself is free, all of it, why make a big deal about free sample? Well, WaveParse is not yet distributed except by request. For the first time ever, a piece of it, the ViewRaw plugin, is available under an open license for you to download and use. It's at GitHub. The link is in the description. You can download it from the repo page or move to the release page. ViewRaw integrates into Audacity under Analyze. In function, it is identical to the ViewRaw Now plugin in WaveParse, which appears in the Analyze WaveParse submenu, along with its sibling, the ViewRaw Later plugin. For an overview of WaveParse, please watch video number 2. It is barely over 8 minutes long. It introduces the WaveParse tools for audio track cleanup, which are extremely useful regardless of how you afterward reach for ACX compliance. It also offers a unique workflow to achieve ACX compliance by isolating peaks from mid from floor, allowing independent adjustment using only gain, no compressors or limiters. Meanwhile, this video will introduce the newly added ViewRaw Now and ViewRaw Later plugins. These are easy to explain. They extend the functionality of Audacity's sample data export, which may not be used much, but when you need it, it's vital. As you recall, it processes a selection, provides a few options, and writes the sample data to a file, as shown. The delay to file viewing was not a big bother, but when adding the similar feature to WaveParse, I had the opportunity to post the data in a message box for instant view, while still providing a path to a file. With ViewRaw Now, that path to a file is by choosing Debug in the control instead of Apply. When you choose Debug instead of Apply, the message box still appears. Then you close the message box with OK and the debug window appears, permitting normal copy-paste procedures. Here's how that path looks. You have no doubt noticed by now that ViewRaw Now delivers more than just the sample data. The precise sample number and timeline position in the track are given, and the amplitude of the sample is presented in all three forms: absolute in a 24-bit range, Audacity's normalized float value, and the dBFS. It's important to note that the message box becomes unwieldy with too much data in it, so only the first 2,205 samples are listed, about 1/20th of a second at a rate of 44,100 samples per second. In processing stereo, both tracks count toward the limit. The ViewRaw Later plugin skips the message box and has no limit. However, it is slow, about real time for the track. Note that sample data export is limited to 1 million samples, but writes to the file much faster. Anyone who has used the Audacity sample data export tool will have the same reasons to use the ViewRaw plugins. Now, additionally, with the precision and the accurate placement in the timeline, these plugins join the WaveStats output files, also CSV files intended for use in Excel or Sheets, in contributing to the application of WaveParse in documentation and quality control, whether it be for internal use or for reports to clients. Links for obtaining the ViewRaw freebie are in the description. I invite you to try WaveParse. Just write my email address and I'll send you a link to download the distribution file. There are currently 9 VST3 plugins and about 3 dozen Nyquist plugins, and no obligations whatsoever. That's all there is to this video. Thanks for watching.